reversed, it's Amy. Thank you so much for being here for the Tarot Community Advent Calendar 2022 countdown. I have a very special guest, and I'm wondering if you can guess who it was. I put some hints around the interwebs, and I will show you the gift I have for you today, and that is Marion Kay. Marion Kirk, the one and only.
Hi!
All the way from Scotland.
Yes.
No water, but hot firemen, so.
That was only meant to be for me and you.
Oh, I'm sorry, I will not. We won't talk about any of the firefighters. Okay. Our countdown today, Marion, we're 7 days away from the solstice.
Yes.
11 days away from Christmas, and 17 more days of 2022.
Mm-hmm.
And 2 more days before winter break from school, which is the most important part of the countdown.
Yes, it is. It is for you. Yes.
And Maria is here. And hi, Jen.
Oh, hello.
We're going worldwide, so we have
an international.
Australia. Thank you guys for being here, and I am so excited to have you here, Marion, because I just feel like Marion and I are on the same wavelength. She's one of those tarot kindreds that I have that I feel like we get it.
Do you know what it is? We're on the zodiacal axis together. You are one side and I am the other. So it's complete harmony and balance of our fixed signness.
Of course.
Yes. With you being a Scorpio and I being a Taurus.
Did you hear that, Maria? A Scorpio? Maria gave me some bad news about my real sky astrological symbol. I'm still digesting. Hi, Allison. Oh my gosh.
Stephen's here for these zodiacal. Hello, darling.
Hello. Thanks for being here, you guys.
Oh,
Maria, I'm not holding it against you. Don't worry. I'm not bitter or anything about my...
No. She'll just hold the Scorpio grudge from now until all eternity.
Oh my gosh. So we did the countdown. Okay, let's get our stocking out and open this tarot card so we can see what's in it. Okay, this is my little stocking. I do not know what this card is. I do not peek. Oh no.
What have we got?
It's the 10 of Wands.
Oh, that's fine. It could have been the 3 of Swords or Death or the 10 of Swords.
Could have been the Tower or something.
Well, I'll
take that because I think that my message here today is I just have to get through it, and I can put some of these wands down and it's going to be over before I know it.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Yeah.
I tend to think the 10 of Wands in relation to this time of year, etc. It's like you've just got a wee bit to go.
Yeah.
You've just got a wee bit further to go, and the endurance test, it's like whether it's getting to the end of your Christmas present gift list that you need to buy for people, or if it's getting to that end of term for you to you get like a holiday. It's very much that kind of a right. I just need to keep going one more step, and then I can just get to my house, put the wands down, and just go.
That is it in a nutshell. It sounds so much better when you say it. A wee bit to go. That's what I'm going to tell myself.
Just a wee bit. A wee bit to go.
Okay. And something else I wanted to talk to you about, I have on this bow. There's always a fun topic. I want to talk to you, of course, about StarCon.
Yes.
Because Marion's going to be presenting again this year at StarCon, and that's coming up in January, the 20th through the 22nd, right?
I think so.
2021, 22, I think so. Yes, Marion, that's when you'll be here. And we'll meet live and in person, I hope.
I know, it's so exciting.
We've been planning for many years, and then, pandemics hit and stuff.
Yes, I have. Some very Saturnian lessons hit the planet.
Yeah.
That's
have
that's how,
prevented us from.
yeah, that's how like that's my trauma response and my processing it. That's how I've decided to, speak about it. I'm speaking about it in astrological terms.
Okay. Yes, we won't speak its name, but I'm glad
Yes.
that's like another 10 of Wands thing. Like, let's just
Top 10 I want. It was like 14 towers, 26 death cards, and 110 of swords. Come on. And let's be dramatic. Come on.
Yes, Allison. Allison says we can see how tall each other is.
Well, I'm 5'11". So
well, I'm 5'9", so we're both
right.
We're both.
So we'll be all right. We'll be fine.
We'll be fine. Yeah, we'll tower over the other people. So, what are you presenting at TarotCon? Can you tell us, or is it?
Yeah, I can tell you. I can't tell you everything, obviously, because then there'd be no point you coming. I need to hook you in. So the name of my presentation is "Don't Fear the Retrograde."
Okay.
So it's like based on, everybody and their grandma now basically, thinks that they know about astrology, etc., etc., and that's a whole different topic. Do not get me started in this, because I need to remember that we're live and the interweb can see us and hear us. So it's really just, I'm just going to be going through just my thoughts, on why we shouldn't fear retrogrades and why there's this kind of a culture of fear surrounding it, and there's this kind of a like doom and gloom on social media, and it's it's a retrograde, this planet, oh my god, and you can't cope, and the world is going to go mental, and so I'm just going to basically have a wee blather about that. There'll be a tarot spread, there'll be a bit of hijinks, and obviously total professionalism.
And you won't have to mess with the internet. Like,
can I just say, see this year's stuck on? see my internet. It was chef's kiss. It was perfect. So it was. We don't talk about the first one. Right? It's like that phrase, we don't talk about Bruno.
That was not your fault. That was
that was not
a glitch in the matrix.
That was an act of God.
That was an act of God, yes.
Or goddess.
But it was still good. It was still fun. That was the one where you talked about music and stuff.
Yeah.
Your playlist.
Yes, it was.
Okay, so do you guys have any special holiday traditions in Scotland that we might not know about?
As opposed to a license to drink as early as possible.
Well, no, we know about that one. We're on board with that.
Yeah. I don't actually drink anymore. I've not drank alcohol for about 4 years now.
Oh, nice.
And I have. I mean, it wasn't a conscious choice. It was mainly, that time you go on a night out and you get really, really drunk and things just mysteriously happen that throw grenades in your life and put you in a totally different life path, etc. And you wake up and you say, right, I'm never drinking again, but you do. Whereas that time, I didn't.
You were like, okay, so you kept your... That must have been a crazy night.
It was my birthday. It was my birthday. It was a full moon, and Uranus moved into Taurus for the first time in 78 years or 70 odd years or something. And yeah, let's just say it made quite the entrance.
Okay.
I'll tell you privately.
Well, I kind of feel like I want to know, but I know you're probably not going to tell me. But
no lies on the internet. I'm no.
So, do you have any favorite? Well, let's play this or that. So, okay. Oh, I forgot my favorite ornament that I was going to show you. Do you have an ornament or anything?
I do. I followed the brief. festivity.
Okay, you followed the instructions.
Yes, I did.
Yay, good. I love that. Let me get the ornament I'm going to show you, and you get yours ready, and then
I've got mine right in front of me. Oh dear.
Okay.
Right. I've not caused any mayhem. I never even spoke.
What?
I didn't even speak. Nothing. That's the point. I did nothing. I just sat and made my wee festive unicorn horn go. I feel like it's.
Oh my God. Marion, I think we're going to get in trouble together at StarCon.
Excellent.
It's on the front page of the paper being let out in handcuffs or something.
Oh no, don't, because then I'll never be able to visit again. Don't you make me pay $25 for my ESTA for 2 years and I'll not be able to use it? And by the way, orange jumpsuits don't suit me. I don't have the complexion.
No, you can't pull off the orange. Pull off the orange. I'm very claustrophobic too, which is really the only thing that keeps me from doing time. That's what makes me behave, is my severe claustrophobia. But here is the ornament I want to show you. Now, my mom gets my son and I an ornament every year.
No.
And I don't know why, but one year she got me a unicorn.
Oh, that is
I would show you. The light's kind of bright, but it's very sparkly.
I can see it. Oh, that is so good. Oh my, I absolutely love that. Oh, that is
so it's one of the ones that's glass, and it's very
delicate and very precious. Oh, it's
delicate.
Beautiful.
And it reminded me of you because I didn't know the unicorn is the national animal of Scotland.
Yes, it is. And we are very proud of that, and it's on our coat of arms. And it's on our passports as well.
Is it?
Yeah, I'll show you. I'll show you. It's back on. As long as my passport doesn't get confiscated, I'll be able to show you.
No, we'll behave. We'll behave.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. We will. Okay. So see mine, because there's going to be a theme. Right, okay, so it was my mum that bought me this as well. She bought me it a few years ago. We were out shopping in Glasgow and we had met up with a friend of mine. And it was lovely because basically my friend she's Finnish, she's from Finland, which is lovely for the topic as well. You know, she's from Finland, where Santa Claus comes from. But she had moved to Australia. And she was coming back to the UK to visit some friends, etc., before she was going all the way home to Finland. So I didn't know. So she reached out to my mum and she was like, "Look, I want to surprise Marion." So I just thought me and my mum were going to Glasgow one day and we were sitting in this cafe, this coffee shop. And then the next minute, Hannah walks in, and I'm looking up, and you know that way you look at something, you're like, "My God, they look so familiar." And then she's walking towards me, she's smiling, and then she starts crying. And I'm like, she's a Cancerian, she cries, you know, a lot of things. And I'm looking, and I'm like, is she smiling at me for? Because my brain my brain was just like, Hannah's in Australia. And then she was like, "Hi, Mary." And I'm like, oh my God, I'm pure jumping up. And we don't make scenes. You know, we don't make scenes, but there was me screeching at the top of my voice, like, oh my God. So me and Hannah had went to a shop that we wanted to go to, and my mum went and did a bit of shopping herself, and she came back and she got me and Hannah one of these, and it's a wee unicorn snow globe. Oh, can you see it? My lights are... Can you see it?
Yes. Oh, that's pretty.
So it's out all year round. So it is, and it sits on my desk, but it is technically a festive Christmas ornament, I think. But that's my wee ornament.
We both had unicorns.
Aye,
I love snow globes. I used to collect snow globes from every place that I traveled. I'd get a little collectible snow globe. So, and they're just magical. I love those. I love peering into them. You can probably tell fortunes in them.
I've never actually tried to scry in that. I do have like a proper crystal ball. Because of course I do, you know.
Doesn't everyone have a crystal ball, Marion?
Exactly. Who doesn't? I don't know. So no, I've never tried to scry in that, but I maybe will. I tend to scry in crystals.
Yeah.
That's where I scry. I have got a big kind of chunk of labradorite, and I tend to use that for scrying, and that seems to be my crystal of choice.
I think I need water in order to scry.
That's so weird. You literally took the words out my mouth there, because I was like, people use water as well.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I feel it's like magnetic. You look at the water and I just feel more of a pull than looking at my crystal ball, which I, keep in the other room.
Covered when you're not using it.
Right. Exactly. Do you have you probably have an office space that you use, because I know you read professionally, but I have
I am in said office.
Yes. The little room where all my, weird stuff is, that sometimes I keep the door shut if I don't want to explain what all the paraphernalia is in there.
I just don't have visitors. I just don't have visitors, it's great. I read a meme the other day there about Taurus. I'll sometimes share silliness to my Instagram stories. It's like my grid's very professional, but then you go to my stories and that's where all my personality is. And there was one about Taurus, and it said that Taurus is the most antisocial, sociable sign in the zodiac, because when we're with people, we're very sociable, but it's like, do we really have to be with people? Really? Yeah.
Yes.
Aye. We're very selective about who we spend time with. At least I am.
Yeah, well, Scorpios just don't like people in general, I think. We don't trust people. And so anything to wiggle out of if I'm with my friends, then it's fun, but I'm very introverted too, so I can only take people in very small doses. I can't socialize too much. I'm really a recluse.
So you times that by a million, and that's usually my default setting, and I'm coming to America.
What?
And I'm coming to America. And I'm so terrified.
No! Don't be terrified.
I'm so scared.
No, why? Why are you scared?
Right, okay, so this temperature thing, right? It's currently minus 10 degrees here, which is 50 degrees Fahrenheit. Okay, so that's where my body's at, right? That's what I'm prepared for. And then it's all of a sudden in the middle of that cold season, I'm thrusting myself into a tropical climate, and I don't like the heat here. And I'm just like, what am I doing to myself?
Oh no, it's very temperate. So we're over the hot tropical climate, and it's probably going to be maybe overcast a little bit, and maybe in the 60s or 70s. Maybe not in the 70s because it'll be January, but
right.
It'll be in the 60s or something.
So you take
it'll
away.
It'll be too cold to swim at the beach.
You think I'm getting near a beach? I have got one water placement in my chart. I'm terrified of water.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I had a past life regression. It turned out that I was actually drowned. I was drowned to death.
Oh my God.
As an execution.
Oh my gosh.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I might have been enclosed to death because that's what I'm terrified of. Well, yeah, I think the ocean is especially terrifying because it's just so big. You don't know what's under there. I will not go where I can't touch the bottom in the ocean. That's it.
Again, I'm flying 10 hours, majority over water. It's fine.
Okay,
It's,
well, that's fine. Just sleep through it, and yeah, they do it all the time. You will be fine.
it's fine. It's business class. It's a comfy seat. It's excellent food. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And we'll see business class. That's no sweat.
Mm-hmm.
No
Mm-hmm.
sweat. I'm see, yeah, the flying part to me is just being locked in a tube, but it takes a lot of mental energy for me to fly. So
I love flying.
I understand that. Yeah, I get it.
Mm-hmm. I love flying. Flying's great. It's that's my Sagittarius ascendant, coming out. It's like the flying and the adventure. It's like, right, let's go. Yay, yay. And then my Taurus sun's like, no one no. Oh no. If we're doing this, we're doing it with luxury surroundings. We're not going in cattle class. We're not going coach.
Taurus does like their luxuries. Okay, you have to like get me the champagne and bring me a pillow and the whole 9 yards.
Mm-hmm. And a blanket.
Yeah. You are such a Taurus, Marion.
I am.
We were talking about how Marion is a Taurus in every kind of astrology. There's no escaping it. Okay, do you open presents, Marion, on Christmas Eve or Christmas Day? Or other?
Christmas Day, but it used to be both. Because this is why you don't ask me on your channel, because I have all these crazy stories. So back in the day, right? Okay, so when I was like early 20s, right, and it was like clubbing, like late 90s, early 90s. So we would go clubbing in like Christmas Eve. That was like a really good night to go. So we would go clubbing, and then we would come in. We would go to the local nightclub because we wouldn't get into the city because it was too difficult to get home. So everybody would just congregate and go to the local nightclub, and we would get merry, very merry. So we would come home like about 2, 3 o'clock in the morning, sometimes 4 o'clock in the morning, and my mum would get up and we would be we'd be absolutely rat-arsed, right? We'd be pissed. And then we would open our presents. And it was great. And then we would deliberately wrap them back up again, because when we woke up in the morning, or usually kind of closer to 12 lunchtime, with the hangovers for hell, we would then go and open our presents again, and we would get a double surprise because we would have forgotten what we had opened when we'd first come in for the dancing. So it was kind of both.
Oh, you're cutting out a little.
Oh, am I?
You're cutting out.
Right.
But you got a double surprise because the presents, you didn't remember what the presents were that you opened
yes.
before. Okay. That's fun because you get, it's like a BOGO, like a twofer.
Exactly.
I like that. Maybe that could be my plan this year. I'll surprise myself again on Christmas morning with what I forgot the night before.
Yep.
Star or angel on the top of your tree?
Oh, star. Always star.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. I have a star now. I used to have an angel growing up, but now it's a star. Real tree or fake tree?
when I put it up fake. Because I don't always put a tree up.
You what?
I don't always put a tree up, so, but when it
And
is...
when you put it up, it's fake. Okay.
Yes, mm-hmm. It's 6 foot.
Okay. Well, that's fine. That's a good size. Yeah, if it was now, we have to put a tree up because I feel obligated because there's a kid in my house, but
I don't.
I think some years I could do without. Because guess who gets to put the tree away? That would be me.
Mm-hmm.
You know.
It was like the first few years
look at it and think, that's a lot of work.
Mm-hmm. So the first few years I moved into my own place, like I put it up and everything, and it was like, why am I doing this? You know, it's like, can I live with no looking at a tree? You know, I'm such a Scrooge. Well, really am. I'm such a Scrooge. I'm a miserable faced coo. I really am.
Well, that's funny because my next question was going to be Grinch or Scrooge.
Oh, Scrooge. Every time.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm partial to Scrooge. Grinch is just, we talked about this on my last one. He's creepy. I just prefer Scrooge. He's a more well-rounded individual, I think.
I just think the stories
open. Huh?
I just think the story's better. I just prefer it. That is actually like mm-hmm. I see there's Stephen. See Stephen at the Esoterical. He's no tree here either. See Stephen and me have got similar. We've both got Aries moons, and we're like kindred spirits when it comes to misery. It's like
I used to have something in Aries, but Maria says no. Coming to terms with that.
Well, you know my feelings on that.
Sure, much better storytelling. Yes, Scrooge.
Well, it's Charles Dickens. Yeah. Come on, I mean, really.
Okay, rip your presents open or save the wrapping paper.
I'll rip it open. Life's too short. See,
that is so true. Life is too short.
And
saving
I mean,
that wrapping paper.
For what? What are you saving it for? That's the thing, you know. It's like, I mean, my mum's saved the paper, you know, and like when we were growing up, like if my dad went to like maybe like one of the department stores and got her like something really fancy and all the gift wrap and everything, and then like Christmas morning we come from, oh John, oh that's lovely wrapping paper, oh look at that beautiful, and she'd take about half an hour to open the present, and you're sitting there, you're like, come on, the turkey's going to get burnt the time that you open that present, you know. We're sitting starving, you know.
That is how it is when someone tries to open it without ripping the paper. It just drives me crazy. Like, what are you waiting for? Rip it open. Just rip off the Band-Aid. Isn't the wrapping paper question rhetorical when you're asking a tourist? Yes, that's yeah.
But you know, I have to say I'm quite snobbish when it comes to wrapping paper.
Yes, I was going to say
like a nice quality.
Yes.
I do
probably enjoy that it looks pretty, but then you know, let's go, get rid of it, open the present. Exactly. You are so funny because my son is a Taurus. He's a Taurus rising, and he likes to be comfortable. And he's just very matter of fact, and he likes what he likes, and yeah.
Yes.
And if I did not make him, he would not move off of that sofa in front of the TV ever. Of course, I'm the same way, so that might be just genetic too.
Does he have his spot? Does he have his particular seat?
Oh, yes, and he has like that one blanket and that one pillow that you better not touch or look at. Yeah. Oh, yes. Do you have a favorite holiday movie that you like, Marion?
A Christmas Carol, any version of it. That's my favourite one. Or to
Which
be
version? Which version?
any version. I like the Alistair Stewart one, but I actually really sometimes like the animated one where it came out in the early noughties, and it was Kate Winslet sang that awful "What If" song, and that was the theme tune to it, right? And you got her warbling away. And that one, and I don't know, there was something about that. It just, I can't remember. I mean, maybe it was a kind of hormonal time, But I remember watching it one year, and I sat and I was like wrapping my presents, and I looked up and I paid attention to it, and then all of a sudden I could feel the tears in my eyes, and I was like, first thing I thought was, is there anybody around me? Is there anybody that can see me crying? No, there isn't. That's fine. And then it was just like, I'm being emotional. I can't cope with this. Oh my God. And so I really like that one bit. And then the Muppets Christmas Carol, I love that.
Oh, yes.
I just love the story of it, What's Aspiria Rising saying, if I ever give you a gift, William Morris wrapping paper only. I like a bit of William Morris. I've got a William Morris cushion.
I love anything with Muppets. I love the Muppets.
Mm-hmm.
And my students they have no clue what I'm talking about. I've tried to show them Muppet this, Muppet. They do not care. They don't know what it is. It's pretty sad. Yeah.
It is.
What is the movie with Jack Black and Cameron Diaz and Jude Law?
Oh, that's got that Winslet in it as well. Is that not called The Holiday or something, or Swap'em? Do you know what? See, no, I know the film you're talking about, and it just sets my teeth on edge.
No. Jen doesn't like the Muppets? What?
Well, The Holiday. Thank you, Erin. Yes, The Holiday it's called.
The Holiday. I've never seen that.
Of course, it's one of your favourites. Sorry, I know the Magic Makers. It's not just some stranger that I'm kind of trolling live. And she's a really good friend of mine. Oh, if you're in America, go to Instagram and go to the Magic Makers on Instagram, because she's got gorgeous Christmas things and witchy products and bath salts, and there you go. I've done my QVC bit for Erin.
Okay, check out the Magic Makers on Instagram. I will.
Beautiful, honestly, bath soaks.
How can people not be Muppet people? Okay, it takes all kinds. I can understand if some people think they're creepy, but
Jen likes the Muppet Babies.
Yeah, I like the Muppet Babies too. They're cute. Mm-hmm. I like Beaker though. Beaker and Animal. Those are the ones that just kind of make sounds and do crazy stuff. The chickens, those would crack me up. The two guys in the balcony though, Marion, it's going to be us at SmartCon.
This is a work thing for me.
Okay, I will behave. I will be a good influence. And is there anyone that you would like to give a shout out to?
Anybody. Just everybody that turned up for the mayhem.
Yes, thank you everyone for showing up. Yes. I do have a special shout out for Rosemary from Good Journeys Tarot. She's like more together than I can be, and she sent me a Christmas card. I do not remember the last time I had my shit together enough to send out Christmas cards.
No, right, here's a thing, right? I've got a neighbour, right? And I've lived in my apartment. I say apartment because it's a mainly American audience, right? My flat. And this is the 7th year I moved in December 7 years ago, and every year she has posted a Christmas card through my letterbox for 7 years, and I have never sent one back. Every year.
I know, it makes me feel so guilty.
Oh, I don't feel guilty. Oh no. I'm a really good neighbour.
Well,
Maybe it's just her way of saying thanks for being a good neighbour, Marion, because I'm
yeah.
amazing. You know, I'm a really, no, genuinely, I'm a really good neighbour.
Just having me as a neighbor is thanks enough.
Exactly. Do you know how special you are? I protect this whole block with my magic, you know.
Well, she should be sending you cards then.
Exactly.
Well, Rosemary, I just have an aside for Rosemary. Michael gave me an advent calendar. We do like 12 days, and look what the advent calendar looks like. I had to laugh. Rosemary's doing an advent calendar countdown on Instagram,
Right.
and it looks familiar, but
oh.
I just had to laugh at that. So thank you, Rosemary, and check out her channel on Sundays because she does her 78 cards in 78 weeks. She's creating her own deck. And I like to watch her process because it's a lot of work. And she kind of connects that you get to know the story of her childhood event that she connects the card to. So it's kind of cool.
Oh, that sounds lovely. Yeah. Manny, she's keeping hope alive. Aye, she can keep it. Very good. She can keep it now. She can be like Pandora's box with the last thing inside that was hope. That's what she can do. She hangs her washing out in December. Who does that? She hangs her washing out to dry in December. It's like,
well, maybe she likes, frozen underwear. I don't know.
I
hang mine inside year round, so I don't know.
You live in Florida and you don't hang your washing out?
I don't have a clothes, no, because I'll tell you why. Right. I have a lot of pine trees in my yard, and so the same reason why I can't park my car in the driveway, I have one of those tarps that's on a frame because it gets pine tar all over it. And pollen and sap and leaves, and so yeah.
Well, after me saying that to you, I don't hang mine out either, but that's because my washing line broke about 4 years ago and I've just not bothered. Because I've got a family of foxes that live in my garden. So essentially it's like my garden is just there for the foxes. And I pay a gardener to come and cut my grass every few months in the summertime just for the foxes.
Yeah, my yard kind of goes wild, and then when my neighbors start giving me dirty looks, I'll mow the lawn, and then that's it.
I hear them complaining. It's hilarious. I'll be making my morning cup of tea, and they'll be standing next to each other like, do you see she's still no get that grass cut? She's still no get them. The hedges, look at them. It's like, my garden's like Jurassic Park. I'm like, nah, let it run free and wild. It's fine.
Yeah. I don't have the energy to keep up a lawn. Come on. Give me a break. I'm too busy. I have too much to do. Too much YouTube, too much tarot stuff to do.
No, I can't.
Keep the lawn mowed.
No.
Although I also believe my neighbors should be grateful just for my presence, okay?
Because you're a good neighbor too.
I am. I mind my own business.
Mm-hmm. Exactly. So
also sun fades material. Yes. That's what I'll say to the next person who asks me why I don't hang I'll say sun fades material.
Our sun isn't that warm here to worry about that. That's not a thing here.
Special sun here, so.
Oh dear.
Well, Marion, let's plug StarCon one more time because
right.
it's in West Palm Beach, Florida. but you can attend virtually.
Yes, you can.
Or a
And
combination of the two.
or anything you want to do, or you can attend in person, and you can be like a hermit and go and watch it virtually online from your hotel room. If it's a bit too peoply for you, that's a safe option. I'm just making that
That's a
suggestion
safe
for
option.
anybody. Aye. Or you can grab some of your tarot besties and go to one of your hotel rooms with snacks and watch the presentations and do the things just in a wee group together. All options and ideas are open.
I think I'm going to try to be there in person this year. And even if I'm not going to the conference, I'll be there because I can't miss this opportunity where we're going to be on the same part of the planet. we have to meet.
Do you know what?
The stars.
There's a 30-day playback option, right? See if I miss see, as long as I'm there to do my presentation, then if I mysteriously disappear to that manatee sanctuary that's just 10, 15 minutes up the road, and apparently they've got a lovely coffee shop in it. You know, if I happen to...
let's go see the manatees.
Yeah!
That'll be a fun little field trip. That'll be nice.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes, because
manatees are so beautiful, and they're so. I've touched a manatee.
Oh, have you? See, it's been like a childhood. It's been like a childhood dream of mine. I know that might sound a bit silly, but I first discovered and started reading about manatees like before the internet, way before the internet, and it was in a book in school. And I was just like, what are these creatures? What are these amazing things? And it's like they're like a cross between a seal and a dolphin to me. That's kind of what they're like. And I just became obsessed with them. And then it was like when, obviously we don't have them here because they like warm climates. And we don't have warm climates. So it was like when I looked in, it were things to do round about the venue, and I seen that and I was like, oh my god. And I kind of realised that I was more excited about that than actually going to StarCon. I'm really excited at the StarCon. Yay!
Well, when you're feeling nervous on the plane, then you just think of the manatees. You're going to see the manatees. They're waiting for you.
Yes.
They're very gentle, and they're kind of like big blobs, and they're just so gentle. And I've been like in a kayak because my ex-husband's family lived on springs. They lived on the springs, and so they would come up the river and into the springs because the water was warmer. And they'll just go right by you, and you can just pet them in the water, and they're just gentle, and they're very calming.
Yes.
They're fun to be around, yeah.
Like me. I'm so calming.
They're mermaids. Yes,
they are, Erin. They're mermaids.
But we will go see the manatees.
Yes.
That'll be so much fun. That'll be so much fun.
And it means that I'll get somebody to look after me. And I will not get lost.
Well, I can't guarantee we won't get lost, but yeah. But we'll have a car. We can tool around, and we'll make it back somehow. There's only one way, like toward the water and away from the water. So there's only two directions down there.
Oh, that's easy then.
Yeah, toward the beach, away from the beach.
Oh, that's
Jen, we are so alike.
I'm just sitting back and saying what will be So what have you got? Can I ask you a question?
Yes, ask me anything.
So what tarot stuff have you got on your Christmas list?
What tarot things have I got on my Christmas list? The only thing I want is the new edition of the Titanic Tarot. Because I want to see what changes they made. I looked a little online and the cards look very different. So I'm interested in comparing the two. But other than that, I like to be surprised. And I don't really have any decks on my list besides that one.
No. I'm kind of I don't know, it's like, I'm not a huge collector, she says, looking at the piles and shelves of cards, but but it's like, I mean, how many pens and pencils have you got being a teacher?
Yeah, a lot.
Aye.
I'm a pen and pencil snob. So,
so I'll get tarot decks.
Adorable. You can never have too many.
No, you can't.
Marion is flying over in January, toward the end of January. StarCon is the 20th.
I think
How long will you be here?
You've got the intensive day on the Friday, and then you've got the main conference on the Saturday and the Sunday. Yes, so I will be there until I'll fly in on the Wednesday before it, and I am flying back home on the Monday.
Okay.
So I need to fly. To London on the Tuesday, and then get a flight from London to Miami. Yeah, which cuts out one plane. I'm flying into Miami because that was a direct flight. Because first of all, what I was going to do was get a connection at maybe like New York, Philadelphia, that kind of thing. And then I was like, do you know what? Getting a transfer just freaks me out, and it's too much stress. Yeah. Layovers, unfamiliar airports, unfamiliar country, unfamiliar people. Will they understand me? Will they care that I'm about to have a meltdown? It's like,
no, get a direct flight if you can. And Miami is an exciting airport. So.
What do you mean exciting?
It's just, Miami is its own thing. It's kind of like a whole other country. It's like it's just its own place.
You're scaring me?
Yeah. No, it's not in a bad way. But it's just going to have like different food, lots of things in Spanish. Yeah.
I learned French.
It's not a bad place. Miami's a major international hub, so there'll be people from everywhere there.
So all I need to do in Miami is get off the plane, find my driver. My driver's going to take me from Miami to the hotel. That's it.
Perfect.
That's it. Oh, Evan's saying it's great. It's very international and lots of world travellers. Like, do you know what?
Yeah.
Seeing that 10-hour flight, I will have made a friend.
Oh my gosh, do you know what happened on my last flight coming home from Sedona?
What happened?
Because I'm a nervous flyer.
Mm-hmm.
The Scots, Welsh, and Irish are mad folks.
How long is
You'll fit in. But I was coming home on the flight, and because I'm nervous, I always kind of take out my tarot cards and reset the deck. Or just shuffle, and people kind of give me the side eye, and I just ignore them because, it just makes me feel better. And a couple of the flight attendants ran up to me, and they were like, "Oh, do you read tarot cards? Could you give us a tarot reading?" And so after they did the drink service, I got to go up to the galley and give all of the flight attendants tarot readings, and they paid me in alcohol.
Love it.
They sent me home with 2 bottles of wine and a bunch of those little
miniatures.
I had a bag full of alcohol. It was awesome.
Well, Joe, funnily enough, my mum, she was coming back from Greece years ago, and she never had tarot cards, but she's like very much more like a kind of medium. So she started getting messages for one of the flight attendants. So of course it goes round all the flight attendants like wildfire, right? So my mum's getting them all a reading, and then the next minute, I think it was like maybe a 4.5, 5 hour flight. So all of a sudden, my mum's sitting right, and all the flight attendants were so happy. Next minute, the pilot of the plane comes out the cockpit and sits down next to my mum, and was like, "So are you the lady that does the readings? Can you tell me anything?" And my mum's like, "Tell you anything, son? That away back into that cockpit and drive this plane. I think that's the only thing I need to tell you."
Oh my gosh.
So it's definitely a thing.
Like Blade.
And then he was like, "Oh, it's fine. It's an autopilot. Don't you worry." And my mum's like, "I'm sure there's buttons that you need to press in there. Away you go."
Yeah, that makes me nervous to see them. I don't want to see the pilots during the flight. They need to. They need to be paying attention. You know, be where they're supposed to be.
They need to be pressing the buttons and then the things.
Yeah, go press the buttons. That's funny.
I know. We can't go anywhere, but honestly, by the time that I get to Miami, I'll have made a new best pal, and it'll be fine, and it'll all be good. It'll be fine.
It will be great, and we'll go see the manatees.
Yay!
Yay! That'll be so much fun. I can't wait to see you.
I know.
Thank you guys for being here with me.
Yes, thank you all so much.
And thanks for counting down with me, Marion.
You're so welcome.
For wearing
my unicorn, my festive unicorn.
Your festive unicorn.
You know, see anybody that knows me in real life and turns this on and like sees me sitting with this, they'll be like, "Is she drunk? Is she fell off the wagon?
With your boy.
Is that a hologram of Marion? Marion doesn't do forced fun. Who's this Amy that's convinced her to do this?"
Oh my gosh, that's too funny. Okay. Well, thanks everyone who's here and who's watching in the future. And we will see you, and we'll have to come on again and give a debrief of our Star Public experience.
Absolutely. Yeah.
We'll tell you about
once I'm back to a normal shady peely wally as opposed to lobster red, which I feel I might be.
You will not get a sunburn in January. I promise. Well, I don't promise.
I get sunburn here. I need to wear factor 50 here. You have got no idea. I went for a sunbed when I was a teenager, and I lay on a sunbed for 2 minutes. Don't do sunbeds, they're bad for you, right? FYI. But 2 minutes I was on, and I was like a turkey in the oven. 2 minutes. Honestly, I burnt places I didn't even know I had places on this thing.
Well, you better bring some sunblock then.
I am. I've bought it already.
Oh my gosh. You'll love it. You will love it.
Well, I love you, so I'm coming to see you and other people as well.
I can't wait to see you. And we're going to have so much fun.
Mm-hmm. So, you know, I'm actually not this nice in real life. I'm actually just Crabbit. Just to warn you.
You're not this nice in real life?
No. I'm grumpy. It's a good job you like Scrooge, because that is me.
I'm not this nice in real life either. I just have to like be on my best behavior on the tarot tubes. So
okay, my darling. Right, well, it's like, what, 4 weeks or something?
Yeah, not that far.
Eek! I better apply for my immigration thing. Make sure he's let me in.
Yeah, you better fill out your paperwork, or get all that ready.
Get me some.
Okay, guys, we will see you later, and we will update you on our StarCon adventures.
Mm-hmm.
Let you know what hijinks and trouble we got into.
What? See, there's Stephen telling you don't approach me before 9 a.m.
I would never, ever approach someone before 9 a.m. That's just rude. Double digits. I need it to be double digits on the clock before we interact.
I'm like a gremlin, only in reverse. It's like, you didn't feed gremlins after midnight. It's like, don't talk to Marion before 9 a.m. and before a cup of tea. Just don't. Just.
Yeah, if I haven't had coffee and it's not, double digits on the clock, then pick another time.
Mm-hmm.
I'll be over in the corner sulking until it's 10 a.m.
I'll just be really dramatic with a black cloak.
That's funny. That's funny.
Mm-hmm.
I just have like major RBF, and people tend to stay away. They tend to just read the vibe.
Listen, I looked into the price of Botox to see so that I didn't have that. So I could just Botox me into having a smile. Just have my face like that and then inject me. I'm like, hi!
Sometimes I'm even frowning when I think in my head I'm smiling. But oh no. Okay, there I am.
Am I here?
Okay, well, we will be bright-eyed and bushy-tailed, refreshed, caffeinated the next time we're on. So
do you know what? We should vlog. We should vlog StarCon. Shouldn't we?
Oh, we should. We should vlog StarCon. Oh, yeah, let's do it.
But no live. We're not going to live stream. No, we're not doing live for StarCon. No. We don't know the colour of my complexion, whether it's going to be bright red, orange. Could be anything. I could be like a multicolour shades
of red. We can throw a filter on there. It's fine. We'll just put a filter on and you'll be back to your normal self.
The Casper filter.
Marion will have like white outlines of the sunglasses on her face.
and a
that would be exciting. You guys need to for the vlogs. StarCon, the vlogs. Yes. Oh my gosh, I'm having a vision of how I want the thumbnail to be. Yes, we're doing that, Marion.
Right, okay, so
and we're gonna vlog the manatees also. We're vlogging manatees.
You could have StarCon, the vlog, with Captain Kirk and First Officer Amy strength reversed.
Stardate. Oh yes. Oh my god.
And then think in my mind. And it's like, think of how many views it would get, because we would just add tags for Star Trek, and then all the weird Trekkies would come and watch your video, and like your channel would go like stratospheric.
Yeah. I mean, I go viral. Yep. Oh my gosh, you guys, you were here when, okay? When
this was conceived. You're here at the moment of conception.
Yeah, the next YouTube viral sensation. 2 weird tarot readers.
You can't have Santa Claus. I can get away with my unicorn horn. But I think maybe they'll have a manatee one in the gift shop.
Ooh, yeah. We can have manatees on.
I've got an excuse because it's 11 at night here and I've been up for a long time. You don't have that same excuse.
I'm delirious from work.
That's what it is.
I really am. It's just, the last moments before break, and sometimes I'm like, I don't know if I can get through this class. That's where I'm at. But I always do.
Just remember, 10 of Wands, just a wee bit more.
Mm-hmm.
A wee bit more.
A wee bit more.
I'm going to make you up a wee graphic to put on your phone saying that. I'm going to make a cute wee graphic.
One of those like cross stitches that I'll put in a frame. It's a wee bit more.
I'll do it with a unicorn saying it. Just a wee bit more, Amy. Wee bit.
Oh yeah, a unicorn. Like
Don't know what that was. Just a wee bit. Just a wee bit more.
Oh
dear.
gosh.
Oh.
Okay, for real this time,
Yes.
you guys, for real.
Bye-bye.
Farewell. On Be There or Be Square. We will be coming at you with the vlogs, the manatee vlogs, and we have enjoyed being with you here today
it's been
on Where Am I Strength Reversed on my channel.
Yes.
Okay. So we will see you next time.
Bye. Have a lovely Christmas, everybody.
Yes, happy holidays. Okay, I'm pushing end. You have to smile until it ends.